seeing Cameron back to the channel with another one. I wish what we were about to speak about today, I did not have to cover. I wish I did not have to even speak about it. I kept trying to avoid it. I saw this on Mother's Day when I woke up, and the first thing I saw, I believe it was Mother's Day, but around that time, the first thing I saw when I saw social media, I thought I was tripping. I was like, oh, you know when you smoke too much the night before, you kind of go to sleep and you wake up still a little baked? I was like, oh, am I tripping? Am I high? Oh, there's no damn way in the world that Ja Morant's back on Instagram Live like 007. Like, why? Put it down. Put it down. Put it down. Put it down. It's times and places. And Instagram Live is not one of the places, bro. You know how many times I want to be like, yo, guys, look at this. And I just be like, yo, chill, 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 chill. I be telling myself, chill. Ja Morant. The thing about the NBA is that it's so different from hip hop. It's so different than everything in the world. Not only the NBA, just being an athlete itself, being in the NBA, MLS, NFL, MLB. They try to make you into looking like the greatest person on earth. Your job does not end when you leave the field. You're a role model everywhere you go for the rest of your life now. Now, the NBA and all these leagues want to make you look like a perfect person. Not only for endorsements, but also for jersey sales, and I guess just for the middle-aged white America to accept you into their household. And Ja Morant just keeps pushing himself out of this. I said it since day one. This kid is a star. There was a lot of people worrying about Zion. I was also in that class, so I'm not trying to take away from one to give to the other. Zion's a great player in his own defense, but he's not Ja Morant. I told everyone since senior year when I saw Ja Morant, and I actually started paying attention to that class. And when he played into the league year one, I was like, nah, I'm telling you guys, he's the star. He's the new face of the NBA. This kid is amazing, entertaining to watch. I'm not going to lie to you. There was time that I was drifting off from the NBA, and Ja Morant pulled me right back into it. Love seeing him play. He has high basketball IQ. He's good in the post-conference after the games and talking. Like, he's an all-around talent. And this just seems to be his one chink in the armor, that he just loves NBA YoungBoy. Out of all rappers to love. I like NBA YoungBoy, don't get me wrong. It's just wild to me. It's just wild to see. Also, how you learn the words to every YoungBoy song. That album just came out. He already rapping the words. Where about, like, how? Practicing YoungBoy's lyrics like you practice your basketball talent, because this shit makes no sense to me. But there's gonna be a couple videos we're gonna go into because we're so behind of this whole thing going on. As I saw them pop up in my recommended, I just added a tab. So there's a couple videos I want to see and I want to go through. But before we go through any of those, for those of you guys that might have missed the IG live where all this happened, it wasn't even his IG live. Remember the first time he got in trouble in the club waving the gun, it was his IG live. This time he's like, nah, but I didn't even go on IG live. My mans did. Bruh, he's on his man's IG live. Like, oh my God, you guys gonna see, and then we'll come back and talk about this. D-Tattoo_. I'm sure mad people probably looked up his Instagram. What's crazy is a lot of people try to say like, yo, his man tried to bail him out when he saw him, but look at this dickhead. His man sees him. That's what I don't understand. People are like, oh no, he tried to bail him out. You see how many seconds he had? Look. Oh shit, Ja got a gun out. He saw him. He could have been not pointed that way. He could have just kept that shit at himself, and they would have all been like, yo, what did Ja Morant do? Oh my God. Nah, he pointed to make sure you see what Ja Morant did. And Ja Morant's even stupider. Because Ja Morant's there chilling like, yeah, shot him in his head. And it looks like he's at his property or some shit, or it's at somebody's property. But bro, you know you just got in trouble with this shit like last month. It hasn't even been that long. Nah, that's wild. Let's play that back one more time, but insane. And he got his, you peeping the whole time he's dancing. Before he pulls it out, pause. He got his hand on his waist, just mobbing. And I'm just chilling with the shotty to the head. He just mobbing with his hand up. Chill. Look. And that's the part that's crazy too. He got the little smile. It's crazy how these dudes, yo, I'm telling you, the youth loves YoungBoy. I like YoungBoy a lot too, don't get me wrong. But 113 people was watching this and it just took one of them to screen record. Now you guys are about to see how that little video got him in so much trouble once again. We haven't even seen what he's gonna get hit with, but it's not looking good. Ja Morant vibing on Instagram live on top of a car before the second gun flashing incident bumping NBA YoungBoy. So this happened right before they took the gun out. He got the whipping tint out. He's feeling like the man when he walked through, bro. He's a young dude worth a lot of money. Sometimes you forget who you are. And the thing is, he's in the culture like a lot of us are, and he loves the culture. So loving the culture and those rappers now accepting you, coming to your games to watch you play, sometimes it gets to you. I can see it getting to you. Not only can it get to you, I can also feel like I can also see how you may feel sometimes like you're untouchable, unstoppable, or these guys are doing it. These rappers are taking out their guns and having money and counting money and doing fans with a gun in their hand. The difference is in hip hop, that's promoted. The more stereotypes and the more self-incriminating shit you do, the better it is. The more the suburban white kids love it. In NBA, in the sporting world, they do not want to see that yet at all. There's a lot of people I've heard that are affiliated. I was going to start saying naming names of people that I heard, but I'm not even going to do that. And a lot of them, you'll probably be shocked because they've never threw nothing up. They've never waved no flag. They've never been outside into any trouble. Ja Morant, who we don't know to have any ties to any of these street gangs before all the NBA and all that, which we never know. Because a lot of people be like, oh, he went to prep school. Bro, I was in a city where a lot of broke kids went to prep school because they could shoot a free throw. Or they was good at catching the football. And then they had to come right back and tell me in the hood how school was. Like, yo, how was school over there? I was crazy. It was lit. It was lit. They were athletes. They got in that shit for free. So just because you good at some shit, don't mean you soft. Just because you good at ball and got into a good school. He ain't get in there for reading. He got in there for slamming the ball in the hoop. And low-key, am I tripping, or is it always this same friend with the gun? Am I tripping, or the last altercation in the club, it was this same friend? Am I tripping, or was it this same friend again? You guys let me know. He one-upped him. His boy pulled out the air pistol. He's like, oh, air pistol, I'll one-up you. Real pistol, nigga. Like, why are you even, what are you gonna do with that? What are you gonna do with that? Smoke somebody and really ruin your career? They didn't never show this nigga on top of no car. That was the video we just seen. Hold on, I kind of want to see that. Do they have a video of Ja Morant? Oh, yes, they do. Oh, yes, they do. He gritties on top of the whip? This nigga gritties on top of the whip. Shout out to all Urban Central. This nigga did a whole concert like Bad Bunny did on top of that gas station. This nigga got a shooter in crutches. Hold on. Because his team always irritates me. Why is Ja Morant the one always holding the gun, bro? You got a cripple in the back. He could have held it. Put that shit in your cast. You got homie in the front who might be the best cameraman ever. If Ja Morant get kicked out the league, bro, y'all can invest some of his million into you doing some NBA YoungBoy music videos. You see how I can make this all go into a full circle? Y'all gotta get into doing some videos with NBA YoungBoy. And YoungBoy, you see this nigga out here parading inside his city, wilding out, bugging out, always screaming your name. Why is he not in the video yet? You guys be having the most fun in your house. He's on house arrest, I'm pretty sure still. You can't invite him over? You can't have no friend over? Ja Morant? No, I think that's the last place Ja Morant should go to right now. Ja Morant, Dylan Brooks in China next year.
Big stepping, hitting big threes, then we full court press. Niggas hate me, huh? Pussy.
Nah, that's crazy. That's crazy. Nah, that's wild. They put his face in Old Dog.
You ain't have to say nothing. I already know. I know.
Nah, they did this man dirty. This is actually something else that I talked about with a couple of my friends. Ja Morant is born in the South. So Ja Morant, once again, if you guys been to the South or if you live in the South now, you know guns is part of the culture. They sell guns everywhere. There's gun ranges in every single corner. It might not really mean what it means to somebody in California or up northeast and shit, seeing a dude waving a gun and shit in a car like, oh my God, this might not even be illegal. It might be under one of their names. It might be permit, open to carry. You don't know what state he's in. If he is home, he probably has a carry concealed permit, but it's just of how it looks on the league and also who it is. Ja Morant has been suspended from all Grizzlies activities. It's off season. I don't know what activities they got going on. After the Memphis star was seen flashing their parent gun in social media video. But you guys let me know, like, do you still get, I understand it's not good for the brand once again. He's signed to a lot of things. It's not good for the brand. But what I don't understand is, why is he being, like, why don't we find out first? Even though I don't want to say nothing crazy, but I'm saying, why don't we find out first? Does he got to carry conceal? Like, even if you got to carry conceal in the NBA, you still can't have a gun? That shit is crazy to me. That shit is crazy to me. I'm not saying he's right or he's wrong, but if he's not breaking any law or doing anything against the law, because again, he comes from the South. I believe the kid from South Carolina now plays in Tennessee for the Grizzlies. Two places that are big in the gun culture. What's this video? He called it, when NBA YoungBoy was subliminally talking about Ja Morant in this interview, Ja could sue.
Shit I spoke about, look at the shit I put in these people's ears. Man, I feel very wrong about a lot of things. How many lives I actually am responsible for when it comes to my music.
Yeah, this nigga NBA YoungBoy always in his interviews talk like they gotta crank the AC up or some shit. You know, you got to chill when you just there like, I said, it's the shit that I'm putting into these streets right now that got these little niggas bugging. Like, yo, hold on, why you sound like Terrence Howard outside in a blizzard?
How many kids and people have gotten in the car or put this shit in their ears and actually hurt someone. And now I'm sitting back like, damn, I can't do it all in one day, but I promise to clean whatever I can clean.
Yo, again, I don't want you, I love YoungBoy. YoungBoy's an amazing artist. We've been fans of YoungBoy since 38 Baby. Relax, but I'm not gonna not laugh when this man is bugging out and this. Nigga, you gotta leave Utah. That's the reason I don't wanna go over there. Look at that shit. No, hell no.
But it's gonna take time.
Imagine my hero.
Yo, no, imagine that being your job, though. Imagine that being your job, walking around with a big-ass speaker right behind Ja Morant, just playing NBA YoungBoy everywhere he goes. That's wild. Yo, that's a wild career path. And he jogging, so this nigga trying to speed walk with this big-ass speaker to try to keep up with him. Like, hold on. No, that's a bad job right there. That's a bad career path. I ain't even gonna hold you. I would have thought outside the box and got a little cartwheel or some shit I could drag along. I don't know. You gotta think outside the box. That's wild. Fat Joe, he's trying hard to get kicked out the NBA. Fat Joe speaks about Ja Morant's NBA situation. What Fat Joe gotta say about it? What does Fat Joe gotta say at a time like this?
The man's trying hard to go play for Turkey or China.
Or China. There's no R in China, Joe. There's no R in China.
To get kicked out the NBA. And those guys that's with you, they not your people's job. They don't care. This is a problem we have with our community becoming famous, becoming celebrity. Because the people around you, they like that the girls is watching. They love the lifestyle, but they're not you. They didn't dribble the basketball in the snow on Christmas trying to figure out the Kobe moves or the Jordan moves. They didn't put in the work like you. And guess what? If you get thrown out of the NBA, these are the same guys who are gonna say, yo, he wasn't shit anyway. You know, it is what it is.
Yo, Joe's not really lying. Sometimes it takes his age to find out your friends not really your friends. Even myself, we've all learned throughout times that the dudes you might have called friends, the dudes you sat around, they were there because of good times. I'm not saying that's everyone. I still have great friends today. A lot of my friends, the majority of my friends are from my childhood. But majority of the people that always fucked me over or are allowed to get close to even be put in that position to get one over me has always been somebody I called a friend. Always, because an enemy can never get that close. Always. The only one that can get through that gate is always a fake fraud that tries to act like they was cool with you the whole time. It was beneficial at the time. So, Joe's not lying with that. If he gets kicked out the NBA, life goes on. These dudes gonna figure out what to do next. Your ass gonna have to figure out what to do, and you're gonna have to become a used car salesman or hopefully you finish. I don't even think he just went. What, he went to college freshman year. Go back. You're gonna have to and you go back and play college ball again. Like, now, hold on, chill. I know I left, but I need to come back. Like, your scholarship still good?
These are not your people. Anybody telling you or pointing you in the direction of ignorance, it's not
Relax,
with you.
brothers.
And so I told you this before. If you got 1% in your brain, you know how you got a bunch of friends, and we love the attraction of all our friends. If you got a friend that you think 1% ain't loyal to you and ain't for the better of you, you gotta get away from them. Because that hint, that gut feeling, that instinct always turns out to be right.
No cap. I'm not even gonna lie,
So
Joe.
John Morant, I don't know if you have another chance. Kick it too. His man posted that.
It was on live. His man ain't know he was gonna do that. If he did, to me, his man put the phone down so fast. You gotta salute him.
And so, yeah, but this is not gonna.
As long as it's not going away, it's 25, 30 game suspension. Who knows? You're not gonna get rid of him because he's so talented.
And if he do it one more time, no.
Yeah, a lot of people are saying that this could be the end of him getting kicked out of the NBA. I do not believe. I even heard some people saying that he can get kicked out for the entire next season. I do not believe that as well. I think at most 20 games to 50 game suspension, 40 games, probably half the season, all-star break at most, but Ja will be back. Now, will this mess up his endorsements, his Nike deals, Powerade deals? I believe it would. Again, we already see Nike today. If you guys did not see this, look at this. Nike takes down the Ja Morant. Bro, Nike took down the Ja Morant sneaker, and people were already comparing. Oh, look, TMZ right here. Actually, this happened today, this morning. Ja Morant sneaker removed from the Nike app and site after second gun incident. Like, that's crazy to see. That is crazy, and I'm really mad that I never got a pair of them. I'm sure they're not reselling for much. If you are trying to cop a pair of Ja Morant's signature sneaker, you'll have to look somewhere other than the Nike website, because the NBA superstar kicks are nowhere to be found in the online store day after his second gun incident. The Ja 1 athletic shoe were released on April 19th and have been very popular. However, we've looked on the Nike site Thursday morning and the Morant sneaker was not available. In fact, outside of a few t-shirts, there isn't anything to Ja Morant related at all. But Nike hasn't totally erased Ja Morant's sneaker. There's a new mismatch hunger colorway that's scheduled to be released on May 25th, and it still appears in the upcoming section on the Nike app. Maybe they're gonna see where it goes from there. Other realtors like Dick's Sporting Goods and second resellers like StockX and Flight Club still have the Ja ones for sale. Morant signed a multi-year deal with Nike in May 2019, but could be in jeopardy of losing his endorsement with the world's largest athletic apparel company. After 23 years, the 23-year-old was seen holding a gun on IG, sitting shotgun in a car, listening to music. He was not sitting shotgun. You can see the steering wheel right in front of Ja Morant. Just because it's TMZ don't mean that they can't be wrong. This comes 2 months after the second two-time All-Star flashed a gun inside a Denver strip club. You think that Polo G, because he loves hip-hop and he loves the culture, we can see. So do you think Polo G and everybody being like, yo, this nigga wasn't lacking, no lacking challenge? Like, do you think that kind of hurt his head? And that kind of made him double down, even though I don't think he doubled down on purpose. But something like this, you gotta cover yourself a lot better. Don't put yourself in positions to get screwed like this. I saw this morning. Let's just play this quickly, because this guy killed me. I forgot his name, so right here, Mike Wilbon. He talked about the craziest. I don't feel like this, but let's see what you guys think.
I want to see what the behavior is, man. What's the behavior going forward? I don't want to hear contrition. Everybody expresses contrition. Who doesn't express contrition? Who's going to roll up into the commissioner's office and say, I ain't into being contrite? Everybody's going to express contrition. I'm sorry, remorse. I got that. Come on, you ain't the only one been 23. Believe it or not, all the people on this set have been 23.
Believe it or not, we always think
people
people are
things
going
we like to have back. And we express contrition. What now? What are you going to do? You just lost $700,000 in pay, in salary. What about the money from the soft drink that was supposed to launch? What about the money from Nike that was supposed to launch with those shoes? What about the kids who look up to you? You're like a Pied Piper. There's real intellect and charisma in Ja Morant. Do you feel that responsibility? I don't want to hear it. I want to see it. And I'm sorry if I'm the old man saying, get off my lawn. I'm older than everybody on that set. But I've been around a long time and I've heard a lot of promises. When I was young, I probably made some promises. I got to see some action. I want to see it now. I want to believe in Ja Morant. You talking about basketball? We already believe in his basketball. What are we going to see moving forward from him now? That is on him. Not for us to show love, pat on the back, support, none of that. This is up to him.
That wasn't even what I was looking for. The one that I actually saw this morning was him talking about he'll never buy his kids Nobody in my house can own his sneakers. I want to make sure that none of my kids ever spend our hard work and money on his shoes. I'm gonna end this video because it is a little bit longer. We still have a couple more videos we have to cover, but I'm gonna do a part 2. This video is getting a little bit longer than I thought, but I want to end this with this. Do you think it's fair for these players to be held to the accountability that they're being held to on acting like they're not human or like they're not 23 or like if you make a mistake sometimes your whole life is done? I don't think he did do something dumb because he already got in trouble before. So you already spoke to them, you already spoke to Silva, you already went to New York, you already had conversations with people and you already knew what could happen. So that I'm not gonna take away. But to the fact that they're trying to make him a role model against his will, how about if I don't want to be a role model? How about if that's not what I want to do?
The rest of the season, then it goes back up in the rafter where it belongs. Your favorite folks on the call-in shows have been very vocal in their criticism of you for doing this. You really think I give a flying fuck what the people on the radio call say? Thank you. They say that Magic's not dead yet, and Billy Cunningham's number is retired. So why can't you leave it alone? I really don't give a fuck what they say on the call-in show.
You know what's crazy? The thing about Charles Barkley, he has a lot to say about Ja Morant, and this is the same Barkley that used to be wilding in the 90s. We'll get to that. Like I love to say, make sure you subscribe to the channel, like the video, comment down below. We are on the road to 10,000 subscribers, so sub up, sub up, sub up. And like I love to say, until the next one, we out here.